We are back at the Manitou Art Center making some glass. I'm a little late today, but that's okay. Make them like this. That's better. Okay. So, I do need to make more bees today. You guys have seen me make the bees, but we're going to make them again. Because it is time to make the bees. Time to switch glasses, kind of like Mr. Rogers switches out his sweater. I had to switch out my glasses because my other glasses do not fit underneath my figures. So, no, much better. Go, just gonna get ready a little bit. There we go. All right, ready to go. Excuse me. Make sure I got the colors that I need and they're all cleaned up. So if I'm going to do the bees, I'm going to need some stringer of dark aqua, transparent. I'm also going to need some sticks of black. So, got the dark black. This is actually a intense black. And that's the one that we're going to use for this insides of, the insides of the eyes. And then we need another one of these. These are just the regular black. And then I also need a white. Ooh. So we're going to color all those guys, put everybody else aside. And also we'll need a little bit clear for the wings. You know the drill, y'all. If you have seen me make the bees, then you know all about it. Alright, and also we'll need yellow. So here we go. Need another black stick, so hold it on while I go and get more glass. Alright. Black. Okay. And let's clean them all up a bit. Welcome to Torch Time with J9. I am just getting the glass cleaned just a little bit before we set it aflame. Pardon my throat. Clearing my throat all night. All day. There we go. Alright. Yellows. Grab some yellow. And we're going to make the bees. Nothing like a little bit of fun. Alright, here we go. So my glasses here. Put those bad boys on. We got the color. I've got steel cut here that are ready to receive glass. So that's these guys. I'm going to make 4 bees today, and the rest of them will be beads. I'm a little late today, but that's okay because I am here now. And usually I do torch time at 2 o'clock with J9, but today it's at 3. So, well, mixing it up a little bit. So, oh, I wanted to show you guys these too. So these are drops that I made, and I'm going to be putting these guys on necklaces. But look how rad these turned out. So there's a cubic zirconia in the center. That you see it? The little twinkle in there is actually cubic zirconia. So I'm going to cut this one and make it into a pendant. But just thought I'd show you guys that one. And then this one turned out really cool too. This one. It has a cubic zirconia. See that little thing in there? That's a cubic zirconia. It looks a lot better. When I have my photographer just took a bunch of photographs of things with it. So, hello, Ayatollah, I don't know how to say it. 5933, what's happening? Hello, Sir Trouble, hello. How you doing today? Welcome. I can't stop clearing my throat at you guys. Okay. Here we go. Gonna make some bees. What we're doing. It's time to make the bees because I'm sending an order out, and then it will have no bees. We need bees. It's looking good. Propane is on. Kiln is on. Everybody's ready to go. Cool. You know, sometimes that happens. Go about there for the bees. I put the torch down a little bit further so it's not quite as hot when I'm making the beads on my mandrel, but for the bees, those guys, I need to have a bigger flame. Alright, so we're going to do the black first, as you may know. Here we go. So starting with black glass, this is Moretti COE 102. And I'm going to apply it to the steel here. Alright. Just a little bit of it. We got a nice gather at the end there, see? It's nice and hot. That's about 1800 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty hot. I'm going to take my stamp mashers, it's these guys, and I'm going to squish it. Make a little pancake action going on, okay? And then I'm going to put yellow. This is medium lemon yellow, I believe that's the name of the color. And so this black disc right here that I have in my hand, this is going to be the center stripe, black stripe. Hello, George Berger. How are you doing today? Welcome. Today we are making a glass bees. So I'm making 4 glass bees. And I usually stay on live for about 2 hours, but we'll see how long it lasts today. Hi. How you doing? I really don't know how to pronounce that, but hello. How you doing today? How's everybody hanging today? All right. A little bit more yellow on that one. I feel like it's not quite thick enough, and I don't want the yellow to just disappear behind the black. Also, when you're working with soft glass, you want to make sure that you're way up here. It melts really fast and it melts really quickly. It doesn't require as much heat as like coral would for you. This technique is called lamp working. I am a lamp worker. It means I lamp work the glass. Back in the olden days, they had oil lamps, and I believe that is how they melted the glass. But yeah. Just gonna make a bead. Melt out all those lines. I don't know why my throat is not clear. Excuse me. And I'm gonna do black. Hello, Simon Dugas. How you doing? Hello. And Nika, I have no idea how to say the Russian name. But hello. How are you doing today? All right. So now I've got my little hamburger glass there that's got a black line in the middle and yellow on either side. I'm now going to add black to either side of those. Favorite thing about this Q&A? I don't like the Q&A sticker. Hi, Simone Dugas. It's Simone. I'm sorry, I put these things before. Hello. Hi, Simone. How are you doing today? Oh. Great. Okay, so now I've got a black line on the bottom, yellow, black, and yellow, and we put black on top of that one. That's what we're doing. Gravity to kind of let it slump where you want it to go, and you just kind of catch it with the paddle. Now I'm going to put black on top. Those are two black layers. Whoops. Oops. That will be the head then. Not paying attention. To be the back of the bead, so I want it to be a little bit smaller. So I want to push it down a little earlier than I did before. Go yellow again. And usually I do 5 stripes of black, including the head. Where y'all coming from? Maybe you want to tell me where you are right now? I'm in Colorado in the United States. I know. So I'm in the U.S. Colorado, it is beautiful here. It's a beautiful day. Fortunately, I got to see a little bit of it today, but now I'm back in the studio, so it is time to snuggle up with a blowtorch. And that's what I'm doing. So when I spin it like that, it's because this orange part is still hot. So I'm basically balancing it, kind of like you would balance like honey on a pencil. Think about what it would be like to have honey on a pencil. That's kind of what it's like. This is perfect. Mandy, how you doing today? Thank you for checking in again. Nice to see ya. Okay. Hello, George Tamayo. How you doing today? thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, so I'm going to do the last yellow line on this bead, and then I'm going to put the tail on, so I'll do the back end of the bead. Go. Lovely. Gotta melt that all the way in. There we go. Kind of let gravity take that just a little bit because I want that to kind of slope down like this. Since that was the last yellow, we're going to do one more little black dot and we'll do the head. Okay. So this is the bum. This is the bee bum. This is this little tail area, if you will. There we go. Yeah, I gotta make a lot of bees shows for my website, so that's what I'm doing today. The website is J9Glass.art. If you want to check out the website. The beads are there. I also make rainbow beads, and I make little hearts with faces on them, and I make jewelry and hair accessories and sculptures and all sorts of stuff. So check out the website at J9Glass.art, and that's where I sell my work. Just had a photo shoot recently with all the new glass. Got new jewelry coming in very soon. Okay, so melting in the head, and then I'm going to add the face. Go. Balancing on there, having it where the top part is not melting out like this. So that's the body of the bee. Now I'm going to do two eyes. Eye on either side. You know, I feel really lucky to be able to communicate with people via YouTube. It's neat. Being able to do a live and have y'all with me while working is pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. So, thanks for coming and hanging out. This is dark aqua, transparent dark aqua. Those are the eyes. I'm going to put the black dots in those. And they'll be tiny little goofy looking eyes. I think they're pretty cute. So these are the bees. I'm going to be also working with a welder this summer, so I can start making sculptures that have bunches and bunches of bees in them. Two little tiny dots inside the dark aqua. I do like to do one big eye, one little eye if I can get away with it. Just because that's what we're feeling right now. I'll show you how that looks. This is just a little body without the wings. His eyes are coming, there they are. There's the eyes and the body. So yeah, I have to make 4 of these today. I make other stuff, but today I've got to make these before I leave today. So, and I'm here pretty late, so these it is, y'all. That's what we're making. what's happening. Okay, there's one wing. To the other wing. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. These guys are starting to get a little chunky. I like them to be a little smaller than this because what happens is I start making them big, and they're these gargantuan things. Hello, Georgia. Hello. There we go. All right. There's a bee. Cute, right? There he is. One down, 3 to go. All right, let's do it again. Do it again. All right, here we go. I don't know if any of you do any production work, but this is what it's like. So when you see one of these bees, this is what it means to do it. And it's funny because it only takes me 10 minutes to make, but if I've got to make 50 of them, that adds up, y'all. So, same. But they are fun and people joy, and that's one of the reasons why I make them. Of course, it's my job, and I need to make money, and finding things that people like to buy is definitely part of that. But the fact that I can make money, a little bit of money, on things that make people happy, that is what I'm trying to do. Because screw any other option that's different than that. Greed is going to be the ruin of humanity, so do our best to just try and make happy stuff. Let's just try and make happy stuff and not be a jerk. Let's do that. I think it's a good option. Make happy stuff, don't be a dick. There you go. Okay, here we go again, a little disc. The disky disc. I'm gonna do yellow, top of that. I had a busy day today, and actually part of the reason why I had a busy day was because I stayed too long on the computer this morning looking for little metal findings for earrings. So I make the glass beads and I wire them into earrings like this. Right? It's like a little cute little earrings and stuff like that. So I wire them into that, and I got the cutest little super micro tiny acorns. They're little silver acorns, and I can't wait to add them to earrings. Oh my gosh. I also got little metal findings that have 2 peas in a pod. So we're going to have 2 peas in a pod earrings. Oh my god. And little stars, because I think stars are fun. And little hearts. So hearts and stars and birds and, you know, the fun, sweet stuff. There's not enough fun, sweet stuff in the world. It's there needs to be more fun, sweet stuff. Right? I think that's important. Okay, so this one's going to be a lot smaller than that last one I made. I'm trying to make them smaller. It's a little tricky, but we're going to do it anyways. There we go. A little more yellow. Did I say that right? Hi. Hi. How y'all doing today? Hello, Alfred. How you doing, Alfred Schmidt? I'm so sorry. I don't know how to read the Russian names. Hello. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I'm just making the glass here. Today we are making more glass bees. If you've been watching my streams, then you know that that's pretty much what we do lately. It is time to bust out some serious bee action. I do sell these on my website, and they are at my shows that I do, so I've got to have lots of them. So that's what we're making. So whenever anybody asks me, can you make an elephant or a dolphin? I'm going to say no. I make bees today. That's what we're making. I don't know why this phone keeps insisting on being on the radio. not my favorite. Okay, we're gonna do black on either side of this yellow to make the D stripes. So we're gonna make, and then there'll be 3 stripes on here. And the bees go in house plants, so that's where you put them. They just, you put the little steel bit into the plant, and that's where they live. And they're really cute. But I'm looking forward to having the jewelry on the website. Those photos should be done, you know, fairly soon. I'll surely be making announcements about it. And yellow on the other side, like black on the other side. You're just getting here, welcome to Torch Time with J9. My name is Jannine Scott. I'm actually, J9 is my nickname. Because you spell my name Jan9, so it's J9. 9. I do have friends who call me Niner as well. But whatever. I'm just here in a live, you know, talking to you guys and kind of talking to myself. So here we are. Alright, so if anybody has any questions about glass, I am totally open for any questions that you may have. The glass rods that I have here, they are Italian soft glass. They come in a whole bunch of different colors, and they all melt a little bit differently, just a little bit. And let's see here. I get them from Franz Art Glass and Supply, but there's lots of other places that do sell them. If you're interested in lamp working, that's what I'm doing. I'm a bead maker. So I make glass beads, and this is glass. And if you're interested in trying it, I do teach classes here in Colorado at the Manitou Art Center. If you are not in Colorado, definitely check out glass bead making where you are. I mean, it's been done for thousands of years. I bet you there's somebody near you that does this. I bet you there's not a ton of us, but we do exist. And the thing that's neat about the glass is that even after all the people are gone, you know, when, you know, who knows what happens in the world, the glass beads stay. So like thousands of years from now when the cockroaches roll, the glass will still be there. So it's kind of neat. I like thinking about that. It is simultaneously one of the most fragile substances, but also is one of the strongest. So it's really different about glass. So that's why, one of the reasons why I like it. I do love to teach, and I was talking to a friend today who suggested that I do sell some classes off my website, so I'm considering doing that. Instead of doing something like Patreon, I think I'm going to just sell classes. It's J9Glass.art, that's my website. And I will have little classes available. So right now when you're looking at this camera, when you're looking at me, hey, hi Camilla, how you doing? Camilla, yeah, nice to meet you. I don't know the stripes. I don't remember what I was talking about. Sorry, I got distracted. My ADHD kicks. I see another thing on my squirrel. Oh yeah, I teach classes. So when I teach classes, I do teach beginner classes here at the Manitou Art Center. We have a full maker space. We are one of the largest maker spaces in the state of Colorado. We have woodworking and welding and paper making and fabric dyeing and fibers and sewing machines and saws and God, clay. I mean, it's pretty rad in here. Hi, how you doing? Hi from Russia. Hello. Hi, Max. Max Factor. Hi, how you doing? So that's what I teach here, and I do the classes in bead making. So you learn how to make basic beads, You know, beads have been made for thousands of years, all over the world. It's a very old thing. Hello, Luciano. Savoni? My apologies for not being able to take extra time with people's names in the fire here. I can kind of look at both things at once, but not easily. So, hi, how you doing today? Welcome. All right, so now I've done the last yellow line here, and now I'm going to make the head. All right. I'm going to make the black head. Well, Max Factor, I am making a glass bead. This is the body so far, right? I'm going to make the head now, and he's on steel, and after it's done, you put them in your plants, in your house plants, because they're silly. So that's what you do with these. I like to make happy, joyful, silly stuff, so. And the bees are very popular, so I have to make lots of them. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to make 4 bees, and then I'm going to make a few beads because I just ordered a bunch of awesome findings. I can't wait for those little acorns to come in. I'm telling y'all, those are going to be stinking. Little acorns at the bottom of your earrings. Like these have birds on them, and these are kind of big, but the ones I'm getting are just these little, micro, tiny, little guys. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else did I get. I got some of those. I got some hearts, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, I got like little rustic looking like hearts. And they're not sterling as far as the findings go on the jewelry, because I'm trying to keep the prices of the jewelry that I'm selling down a little bit. The ear wires on the earrings are sterling, but the findings and stuff aren't, because then I'd have to charge like another 40 bucks or something. I'm not doing that, so I'm going to keep those prices a little bit more reasonable. That isn't a very big head. He needs a bigger head, don't you think? It's not a very big head. His back end looks like his front end. That's not going to fly. A bee with a bum for a face? I don't think so. It's a good idea at all. Alright, here we go. So melting down the head. This is the head of the bee. Because I made it a little bit too small. And he needs a little bit more face. Otherwise his face looks like his bum, which I think is pretty funny. Alright, here we go. Alright, so the bee here. And I'm going to put eyes on him. So the way I do that, I'm going to take the white, little white dots on either side of his little head. And you want to make sure that they're spaced well, really far away from each other, because when the white glass melts, it really spreads out. This stuff is ultra melty when you get it hot. When it spreads out, it sometimes can make the eyes meet in the middle, and then you have a cyclops with one eye. So, I make them a little bit further away from each other. I'll show you. There we go. I could have gone a little bit closer. I don't know why this song insists on coming up. Now, get my music isn't working for me properly. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit more white in these because I think the eyes could be just a little bit bigger. A little dot in the eye, just a little bit. Okay. There we go. 2 eyeballs. There we go. And now I'm going to give them little blue eyes, because I think the blue eyes are funny and they're kind of cartoony. Whoever saw a blue-eyed bee? Tip his little body up. I want to make sure it doesn't go this way, otherwise it'll be like flying directly into whatever he's flying at. so I can tip him. Hello, greetings. How you doing from Moscow? Very cool. Hello. How are you today? I'm making little glass beads. Little blue eyes. Right. I'm gonna put little eyes on him. Another one. There we go. Like I said, I like to do one big eye and one little eye because it's silly. Thank you. Aren't they cool? Yeah, I like the bees. Bees are fun. Here's his little face. You ready for it? Here it comes. There's his little face. There he is. There's his little body and his little face. Okay. Now I'm going to put wings on him and throw him in the kiln. Well, I'm not going to throw him, but I'm going to put him in the kiln. So here we go. Little wing on either side. Okay. There we go. I've made lots of bees over the years, and I'm glad to say that they are all over the place. Sometimes when we go to a friend's house for dinner or whatever, if we do a party, sometimes I'll put little glass hearts on plant stakes and put them in my purse, and then I will just hide them in people's houses, because that's really fun. What is that? It's a bee. It's a little bee. Here, I'll show you, Jensen. Jensen Hughes, 1 second. Let me just melt out this wing, and I'll show you. And this guy's finished, and I'm going to make another one. So, this is a bee. See his little silly face. Hello! It's a little glass bee. So he's going to go in the kiln. I made 2 more of those bad boys before I start making some beads. Aren't they cute? Yeah, those are really fun. This is another thing I like to make. Hello, Ira Barbosa. Hello. Look at this guy. He's a little glass guy too. So he's a little glass smiley face heart. So I'm gonna make one of those too. But I gotta make 2 more bees because the bees I definitely need. The bees are a really cute part of my display. And when I have a gallery buy me out, I'll make more very quickly. I have 1 week until I have to have a bunch of these ready for another show that we are having here at the Manitou Arts Center. Actually, I think it's in a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe? I think I actually have 2 weeks, so that's going to be better. But either way, I've got to make a heck of a lot of these. A heckin' lot. But definitely check out my website at J9Glass.art. It's my website. And the jewelry will be up there pretty soon. Right now it's got drinking straws and some like glass necklaces and hair accessories and the bees. That's what's on the website now. But soon there will be also jewelry, earrings and bracelets and necklaces and purse charms and all kinds of stuff. So that's all coming. We gotta wait for the photos to come up, and then we gotta put them on the website. So it's all coming. All the glass is made, so that's good. Now I've gotta manage the things, so we'll see how it goes. All right. I'm gonna build up that yellow. All right. Go. So my studio is in Manitou Springs, Colorado. I also teach classes here at the Manitou Arts Center. And we do all kinds of classes here. All kinds of classes. We even had a workshop on how to make tea. how to mix your own tea blends. So, all kinds of stuff here. It's a neat place to be. The studio's closed today to public. Like you can have classes and stuff here if you wanted to, but the building itself is closed with the front desk. Nah, nope. This is a bead. This is a little plant poker. It's a plant poker. Little plant poker. He's just a little bee. He's just a little bee. This is Italian soft glass. So it melts a lot faster than borosilicate. It moves like water. You don't have to get it quite as hot as you do the borosilicate. It is a different kind of thing. But it has been around a lot longer. This kind of glass is the same COE, same coefficient of expansion, the same thing that hot shop glass is made with. So when you do large scale glass, if you see big vases and things like that, they're made with a large scale furnace glass. And furnace glass is same kind of glass. That's why they have the big blowpipes and all that. You know, they're very expensive to run. A hot shop glass is definitely expensive to run. I'm so grateful for the message that has been retracted. Hopefully it wasn't rude. I'm just sitting here making the glass, man. Chilling. We chilling in here. I bet you that country trying song tries to come in. I don't judge me. If anybody likes country music, it's awesome. Actually, I do like Patsy Cline, and I do like Willie Nelson occasionally, and small. And Johnny Cash, come on. These guys are awesome. They're freaking masters in music. I just don't like new country at all. I think new country music is terrible. So, it's my personal preference. If you like it, good for you. It's not my thing. Not my thing. Hello, ma'am. Can we do business together in India if you're interested? Hello. Right from Colorado to India. You don't like stadium country, right? Hi, Ben. Yeah, I don't like stadium country music, but I do like people from India. Hello. I don't know. Like right now, we're getting so much with the tariffs and nightmare. What are you thinking about? Hi, Ben. I have a website. If you want to check out my website, it's J9Glass.art. And yeah, I don't know about shipping actual products, but let me know what you got in mind. Hi, Jerry. You want to jump in on my live? Come on, Jerry. Tell them about your website. It's my friend Jerry. He's an incredible potter. He makes some of the most amazing pottery ever. He's so good. Look up Jerry Rhodes. He's really good. He makes some really cool stuff. Very lucky to be in a studio that has a lot of different artists doing a lot of different things. Very lucky. My favorite place to be besides home. Hi, Jerry. Oh, Brazil. Hello, Tal Azevedo. Hi, Star. How you doing? Man, I want to go to Brazil. Brazil. Ponytail whip. All right, here we go. So I'm going to let gravity work for me with this. Right. welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today on my live. All right, now we're gonna make a little tail, make a little bee bum. I'm gonna be little tiny bee butt. Jump on there. Wow, Brazil. Whoa. Oh yeah, happy 420, everybody. Happy 420. I forgot. The light Brazil. Hey, how you doing, Ruben Shermanda? Ruben, we're gonna stop at Ruben. Hey, how you doing? Hi. Yes, happy 420, everybody. Indeed. Okay, go. Let that fall, and now we are going to make the head of the bee. No churches. That's probably best. Ugh. I'm in the United States and it's a little unbearable to look at the news anymore. So all of you coming from different countries, good for you, because I'm in a weird spot right now, y'all. Hello from Switzerland. Heck yeah, very cool. Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm Jannine. My friends call me J9. I'm a glass artist here in Colorado. And try and do lives every day if I can get away with it. And my lives usually start at 2. It's church time at 2 with J9, and that's 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time here in Colorado. So about 2 hours ago, well, an hour and, I don't know, I don't have my watch on. So, hour and 47 minutes ago, I would have started. But I was late today, so I'm going to go a little longer. Yeah, nice to meet you. Welcome. We're making a glass bee today. I'm going to make one more glass bee, and then I'm going to move on to a few beads before I call it done. I think that going live is kind of important for me as a glass artist, mainly because when I make jewelry, like these earrings here, ready? Like these, right? See how cute those are? The little glass beads that are on there, I make those. And so when I do a show, it's kind of frustrating if they don't understand that I make the glass. So I think the education is super important with what I do, so I can really, people can appreciate what happens. Come to India, I would love to. The food, oh, the food. Heck yeah, I would love to come to India. That sounds awesome. I love to travel, but yeah. I'd love to come to India. You come to Colorado, although if I were you, I wouldn't come here right now either. Oh well, where we are. Doing my best to spread a little joy. You sell them to Europe. The bees? Is that what you mean, the bees? We haven't really done any international sales yet. I'm not sure that, I'm sure I could. We just have not gotten there yet. If you want to send me an email, it's on my bio. It's Jannine.scott@gmail.com. So if you want to send me an email, you can, and we can maybe work something out. But shipping is kind of a nightmare for everything right now. But it is what it is. There's the eyes. Beep. Beep. And I'm going to put little blue dots in the back. Hello, Nadia. There we go. The blue eyes. Okay, cool. Yeah, check it out. Check out the website. Send me an email. Let's talk. But yeah, if anybody wants to order any of my work, it's all on the website at J9Glass.art. And I'm going to put the eyes on the bee. Oh, that's too loud. Okay, little eyes on the bee. very silly look on his face. Ready? I totally bold. Yeah, I am an art teacher. So I teach bead making here at the Manitou Art Center. You are totally right, totally bold. Yep, I teach bead making, so I teach what I'm doing now. It's really fun. It's neat too because since you're playing with fire, people are really nervous initially, but by the time I'm done with them, they have more confidence because they can do this. It is a weird, unique art form, and there's a little bit of risk involved. Have I burned myself? Yes. Yes, I have. Recently, yes. Yes, I have. I've been doing it for 25 years, and I still burn myself sometimes. I mean, when you play with fire, it just kind of comes with the territory. You know? Well, good. I'm glad that I seem like an art teacher. That's awesome. Because that is accurate. I would love to have been an art teacher, though, but I don't have a... I have a degree in communications, but not in teaching. Go. Whoop. He's a silly one. Then he goes to the kiln. 3 beads! Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do another one. This is my 4th one, and then I can make a few beads before I split. Right, here we go. Hello, I30CW. What's up? How you doing? Everybody be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. I usually do lives. I'm trying to do them every day at 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So around now, about an hour, 2 hours before now. But that's what I'm working on. So definitely like my channel if you would, J9Glass, and come on, join me if I am live, which I'm trying to do every day, especially in the summertime. I'm in here a lot because I got to get ready for shows. Should I have been preparing all winter? Yes. Did I? No. So guess where we're going to be? Here. So thank you for joining me because this is where I got to be. We must make the beads. Anybody remember the commercial from back in the day for the Dunkin' Donuts guy that said time to make the donuts? I feel that way sometimes when I come into the studio. I'm like, time to make the beads. But that's okay. That's that. I'm cute and right. All right, here we go. Now we've got a black line in the center, and I'm going to add yellow to both sides of this black disc. Also, you should know, when I do classes online that'll be available on my website within this year, I will have my didymium clip on the glass, so you'll be able to see through that orange flame. So I don't do it on my lives, but I will be doing it in my classes so you can see right through it. So, that's coming. Lots in the works this year. 2026 is kind of a big year. I'm trying to figure out how to refocus because the world is starting to eat me alive with concern, and I can't live like that. I don't know about y'all, but it's more than I can bear. So I'm going to make happy things for everybody. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Is this barium glass or borosilicate glass? This is actually soda-lime glass. It's soda-lime glass. So this is Italian soft glass. The coefficient of expansion of this is 102, I believe. I do work in borosilicate, but this is soft glass. That's hard glass. Today is soft glass. Yeah, the soft glass, this kind of glass, does not require as much heat. And also the colors are cheaper, but really not much lately just because everything's expensive. Hi Glenn Anderson, how you doing? Let's see, Bem Wee. Yeah, it's this is soft glass, so this is soda lime glass. Hello Gavino Landis, how you doing? Okay, I'm making a glass bee today. I've got, this is my last glass bee I need to make today, but I'm going to do a few beads before I split. Yeah, the soft glass is definitely a different animal. I mean, I do a lot of techniques the same in boro as I do in soft. I don't make the bees out of it. That just takes too long to melt. And you can get it hot, but you really got to get it stinking hot. Like the soft glass just turns to liquid real quick, and it stays liquid. It's pretty sexy stuff. Whereas the boro, you really got to crank on that heat to get it to melt. Or how much you have to have on. And now I can do an outer flame on this torch, but I don't need it for the bees, not for the stuff I'm making lately. I use the outer core for my Christmas ornaments sometimes, so I make silly stuff for the holidays. Peppermint monsters are my favorite thing to make. I just made up these little peppermint monster things that go in the tree. They're pretty silly. I give them teeth and horns, and they're just these weird looking candy things. I'm going to make this side the head, and then I'm going to make the other side the back. I think it is truly remarkable to be able to communicate live with people like this all over the world. That's rad, no doubt. We live in amazing times. For granted just because we're in it every day, but man, it's super cool. I'd just be sitting here doing the glass by myself. Much better to have you all here. I've grown to like my lives at my afternoon lives on YouTube. It's been really fun, and I really like meeting new people, so it is really an honor to have you guys here. Look, they keep trying to play this song. Why won't it let me skip this? I'm going to have to adjust my station. Alright, so I'm going to do this line here after this yellow. Hi dear, I'm from Lisbon, Portugal. Hello, Maria Paula Fernandez. Hello, nice to meet you, Portugal. How cool is that? See? Oh, that's me. I'm a big fan of doing lives just because look at that. People from all over the dang place. We're all floating on this big rock in space. It's so neat to be able to communicate with people from all the way. Look, Brazil. Oh, awesome. Where's everybody else from? I'm in Colorado just marveling at the fact that this exists at all. I have these freakouts every once in a while where I'll be doing a live or listening to New England. Hello, Suzanne Walton. I'll be doing a live and it just kind of hits me. I'm like, this is amazing. This technology is amazing. No, sorry, Alt Streets official. Finland here. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I make jewelry too. I make glass jewelry too. Yeah, I don't make the pipes, man. I leave those to the pipe makers. I use them. I just don't make them. So, mainly because the reason why I don't make them is because they're for the weed pipes is because right now in Colorado you can get a one-hitter at a gas station for $5. Like I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm not doing anything for $5. Thanks a lot, Alt Street official. Bakersfield, California. Rad, cool. Hi there, how you doing? Welcome. All right. Kevin adds the last little black dot on the end of this bead to make his little bee bum. Looking at your website, cool jewelry. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I appreciate it. I'm actually gonna have more jewelry on there that'll be earrings and like smaller stuff. I also have bag charms, more things with beads on them. So those are all coming soon. I just had a photographer take all the photos for it. First time seeing glass work. You have me hooked. Amazing. Hi from London, UK. Hi, cousin. How you doing? Fantastic. Brandon Moulaison. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. What about you? Very good. I'm doing good. Very good. Thank you so much for the compliments on the work. And Joe Henry, thank you so much. Oh, thanks, man. I'm really working on it, Joe. I am new to doing lives on YouTube, and I'm really trying to be consistent. I just feel like this is the next step for me to try and, get people to check out my website and, meet new people and, just kind of be in it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's a little crazy here, and as long as I don't watch the news for too long, I'm okay. Tell you what, y'all. As long as I don't watch the news for too long, I can stay okay. Really try and keep your head on lately. I'm really just trying to make happy things for people. So that's what my motivation is anymore. I mean, this is my job, so I need to make money, but at the same time, I'd rather make money doing something that makes people happy. I don't make much money, but I'm trying. So here we are. This needs to be a little hotter. Come here. Gotta melt that down. All right. I like to give that a little bit more gravity to kind of spread out to make the head a little wider. I like the heads to be full. So I can fit the eyeballs on them. If they're too narrow, they just kind of look weird. Or not weird enough, depending on how you're looking at it. Amazing life choice. Lucky to be able to do what you love. Yeah, Suzanne, it has been a struggle. I'm telling you, girl. I am 51 years old and I've been doing this for 26 years. And, I've definitely had times where I've had to choose between, food and glass materials just because I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn. So I kind of just said that this is the option, this is what I'm doing. My parents were not thrilled about it, needless to say. Heck, they're still not. They still don't get it. But I have a very supportive partner, and I've got a lot of supportive friends, and fortunately I like people, and that really helps. So, and I can sell, which is helpful. But yeah, I just love the glass. The glass is its own world. And I also really love teaching glass. Yes, Aaron Williamson, this is a bee. Oh, bee. It's such an expensive hobby, lampwork. Stoner and Simpson. So actually, borosilicate is very expensive, Stoner Simpson. If you do borosilicate, like the hard glass, like what pipes are made out of, that is very expensive. You want to make beads? Not as much. Layla Chamont, you can go to my website and buy one. Yes, these are available on my website at j9glass.art. So yes, Stoner Simpson, if you want to try making beads, this is soft glass I'm working with right now, and it is much cheaper in glass and gas. It is, yeah. Thanks a lot, Layla. Yeah, so you know, if you want to try the glass, definitely start with bead making, right? If you start with bead making, like with what I'm doing, this is called lamp worked glass. So, like, if you're gonna do like large scale hot shop glass, man, that is very expensive to run every day. Borosilicon can be very expensive to run every day. Not very expensive, but more expensive than this. Soft glass does not require as much heat, not as big of a torch, and the rods don't cost as much. So wherever you are coming from, what I would do if I were you, if you wanted to play with some glass just to learn it, try and find a glass bead maker that teaches classes. Bead making is a great place to start for glass. This guy's face is really funny. Here's my last bead. Let's go. Here we go. I think too that the other thing that really gets people going with the glass, they want to start doing the glass work, and I think they're like, all right, that's cool, I've seen it, I want to do it, and like they figure if they buy the most expensive torch and the most expensive tools, that they will be able to, yeah, do that. You know, if you buy the most expensive tools and the most expensive torch, that you'll be able to do it, and that is not true. You can start with a hothead. I started with a hothead torch, which is like this little tiny head that goes onto a map gas torch, and the gas is very dirty. It is hard to, takes a lot of practice to make the glass look clean, but I mean, that's nothing to start. So glass, you can start it. You just can't start with the big stuff. You gotta start with the little stuff. Look at his little face. Excuse me. And that's also another reason why I do this in layers. Is because, hi there, how you doing, Corden or Madur? Hello. There we go. I'm gonna put him in the kiln now. He's gotta go in the kiln, but he's really cute, isn't he? All right, friends. I've got a little bit more left in me. Not too much more. Once the back starts not feeling great, I gotta start stretching it. But we're going to make a few beads while we are here. What do I need? Oh, I need super tiny black and white ones. You want to know why? Because you always need black and white ones. Because if you're going to make jewelry, everybody likes the black and white. Because they go with everything. Right? Okay, so this is a mandrel. It's a steel mandrel. And I have a coating of bead release on it. And the bead release prevents the glass from sticking to the metal. And it also makes the hole in the middle of the beak. Okay? So I'm going to make tiny little baby spacers, little guys, little tiny guys. Small as I can do them, and then we're going to put dots on them. Little tiny dude, little guys. There we go. Oop. Can't get, oh, that's got to go down. It's too hot. Too hot. There we go. Yeah, white especially does not like to be too hot. There's a little black bead, a little white bead, and I'm going to put little tiny black dots all the way around it. 5 of them. There we go. Hello, Karen. Is your name Karen? Hi there, Karen. How you doing? My name is Jannine. My friends call me J9. Nice to meet you. All right. Let's do that 3 more times. I bet you that country song tries to come back on my music. I bet you watch. Chasing me down with country music is happening. And then there were 2. Hi there, how you doing? funny when I do the little tiny dots, I almost have to hold my breath. They're just so tiny. Oh, yay, you got a hair noodle. Yay. I'm so glad, Leah. The one thing you gotta know about the hair noodles too, and I definitely say this on the little thing that it comes with, and I'll mail it out to you tomorrow, is that you have to make sure you try it on a shoelace first so you can get the hang of it. But yeah, if you have any questions, just hit me up. Yeah, I've been making the hair noodles a long time. You're catching it just in time too, because I'm about to raise the prices on those. Mainly because I don't make them as much anymore, because I've been making them a long time. Yeah, thank you so much for getting one. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, so my website is J9Glass.art, if you had not heard that before. You have a lovely day too. Hey, thank you so much. Have a great day. There we go. Another one. Okay, I think I can fit one more on here. Let's do it. I need a little bit. I like it to be kind of big. Like the spheres on the outside of the really big. Thank you. Are they cool? Ah, little tiny beads. The jewelry will be coming up soon. I'll have it on the website very soon. All right. It's very possible I've listened to the same song this whole time, over and over again. I didn't know this. It's very possible. All right, y'all. I'm about to pack it in for the day. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock for a Lander Live. So check it out, 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time here in Colorado, and that's when I'll be on. And thank you so much. It's a pleasure meeting you all. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for my 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time Torch Time with J9. Thank you so much. Hey, have a great day, everybody. Bye. Or night, or whatever you got going on. It'd be awesome. Be good to each other. Bye. Thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow.